Right. Ano mo na? Kaya ka. Ako bungin na. Kaya ka. Sa akin, ilifilo mo yung kemo ba? Ilifilo mo yung kemo. Li tse dintho tse. Ke nna motho a neng a kopile. Right. Ke kopile li etse some few problems. But before we mark those problems, there is something very important that I need to emphasize. Highly and highly important. The abbreviations. Right. Ke di abbreviation tse feng tse o tlo shebana le tsona. Ha o fana ka reason mohlomong o re the angles on a straight line, it is abbreviated as angles on a straight line. This is the first abbreviation. Ha o conclude mo le triangle o re mohlomong di angle tseo di add up to a straight line, ha re tse mohlala o na le x and a, maybe ho to when I find the values of x and a, o tlo re mohlomong x plus a equals 180 degrees, o re reason ya hao ke reng, o tlo re angle x plus angle a equals 180 degrees, reason ya hao ke yana, o re angles on a straight line. This is the abbreviated way of stating your reason. And then secondly, renally, adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles are supplementary. We know that angles that are supplementary, they add up to 180 degrees. So come on, Tomang, they are supplementary. For example, co-interior angles are supplementary. Come on, Tomang, angle A plus angle B must give you 180 degrees. They are co-interior angles, and the co-interior angles are supplementary. Okay? Maramana do builega adjacent angles. Angles that are adjacent, man. Adjacent angles are supplementary, but hey, that's fine. This is also the correct way of interpretation. By saying that A and B are equals to 180 degrees. So now we can say co-interior angles are supplementary. So co-interior angles are supplementary. Kappa, you can just say adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are supplementary. But in this case, it might be a little bit confusing because the co-interior, but that's fine. The abbreviated way you stated the reason. That's all what we are dealing with, not necessarily the diagrams that are being drawn. And then how about the angles around a point? Angles around a point, or you can say angles in a revolution. So guys, I'm mohlala mo ha re mohlomong o na le di angle ke tse, in fact ha re etse tje ha re what example can I give in terms of a diagram? Yeah, that's fine. Maybe 1H, this one. then berere 90 ka mo, berere x ka mo. Retori angle x plus 90 degrees plus 180 degrees equals 360 degrees. Berere ntuna ki angles round a point, or you can say angles in a revolution. This is the abbreviated way of stating those reasons. And then how the angles are vertically opposite, or fella vert opposite angles. So kamukhala vertically opposite angles. Kitsa if it 100 kamu ile x. Ukoro fela angle x equals 100 degrees. Reason yao ki vert opposite angles. The abbreviated way of stating the reasons, because I said we will deal with that in the next lecture. And then again, if you to if AB in a parallel to CD, reason maybe regarding they are alternating angles. If AB is parallel to CD, reason how maybe if they are alternating angles. This is the abbreviated way, alternating angles. And alternating angles forms a Z shape. For example, if you are told that this line is parallel to that line, and then mona ile x, mona maybe ile 30, whatever angle x equals 30 degrees, and then this is A, B, C, D. AB is parallel to CD. In fact, reason how alternating angles or comma, it's because AB is parallel to CD. This is highly and highly important that we understand that. And then we corresponding angles. Corresponding angles we as corresponding angles. And if two angles are corresponding, if ele x mona ele 90, angle x equals 90 degrees. Reason in corresponding angles, comma, this is AB, CD. AB is parallel to CD. Those angles are corresponding if the lines are parallel. Very, very important that you understand that. Two lines are corresponding if they are parallel. And this is to show that AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD, and they are always facing in the same direction. Always and always in the same direction. And then lastly, we co-interior. I think adjacent. And then lastly, co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. A and B. So come on, German. Angle A plus angle B equals 180 degrees. And then the resonate in more. They are co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are supplementary. They add up to 180 degrees. 180 degrees. This is something that is highly and highly important. Right, so that we can continue, because we have 1 hour 30 minutes of lecture to deal with these things. Right. Very way, because the platform is fast. Hello. Triangles. triangles before we try let's go and look at the triangles. If you have a triangle with 3 sides that are equal, all the 3 angles are equal. Such a triangle, and the angle 60 degrees. Such a triangle, equilateral triangle. All 3 sides are equal. This. If the line is a one on each side, this is A, B, and C. Come on, A, B, AC, BC. If 3 sides are equal, all those 3 angles are also equal, and is 60 degrees. So come on, 60, 60, 60. Such a triangle, an equilateral triangle. If we have a triangle where 2 sides are equal, 2 sides are equal, and then you have 3 acute angles. You have 3 acute angles. Acute angles being angles that are less than 90 degrees. An acute angled triangle. This is called an acute angled isosceles triangle. Sorry, acute angled isosceles triangle. Now, Harshe, how many triangle key? And of 2 sides are equal. Maybe side dina the side here. Because the arrows are paid to show the side here. Highly candidate in a layer. However, this is A, B, and C. If 2 sides are equal, you must have 3 acute angles. Those 3 acute angles are angles that are less than 90 degrees. Right. In a revita and obtuse angled triangle. Revita acute angled triangle. Come on, Tomang. All those 3 angles are less than 90. So which way? If 2 sides are equal, 2 angles are equal. So come on, Tomang. How can monarchy 60? Monarchy. In fact, I'm saying it's 60. Hari it's 30. If we it's 30, the monarchy it's 30. It over 60. And Hari it's 60. Money it over 120. It over from because that angle it will be greater than 90. So the acute is a tar. So Hari the monarchy 50. The monarchy 50 because if 2 sides are equal, 2 angles are equal. And then over 50, over 50, over 100, I get money 8. Now it's adding up. 2 sides are equal, if 2 sides are equal, those 2 angles must be equal, right? But they must all be less than 90. So if Mona is 50, because it's 2 sides are equal, 2 angles are equal, I do 50 more, come 50 more. So Angelian can be less than 90. Come on to 80 because 50 plus 50k 100. 100 plus 80k 180. And they are all less than 90. Because those 3 angles must be acute angles. Angles that are less than 90. So rebita in an acute angled isosceles triangle. Why isosceles? Because 2 sides are equal. In an isosceles triangle, you must have 2 sides that are equal, but they must be less than 90. And a highly isosceles triangle, those 2 angles must be equal. Angle inner must be equals to this angle. If line inner equals to inner, angle inner equals to yan, but they are both less than 90. Even that third angle is an acute angle less than 90. Tamile how the area the angle is in a do 180 and all of them be less than 90. This is very, very important that you understand this. Highly and highly important. There are two sides. Two sides that are equal. But only one obtuse angle. Only one obtuse angle. Rebita obtuse angled isosceles triangle. Why? Immediately after isosceles is because we have two sides that are equal. Let us look at such an example. And the possibilities are A, B, C. Right. Which are two sides that are equal? This side equals this side. If this side equals this side, then angle. But angle na ya uqedela, tamile ibe angle obtuse, an angle that is greater than 90 but less than 180. Let me draw up a Cartesian plane mona for you. Kere 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. The angle is between 0 and 90 really are acute angles. The angle is between 90 and 180 really are obtuse angles. The angle is between 180 and 270 really are reflex angles. And then the angle between 270 and 360 really are revolution angles. So ababuka obtuse babuka angle between 90 and 180. So how the angle you 100 obtuse, but because the isosceles triangle angle ya mona tlamehile kana le angle ya mona, but ha di area ka ofela di mfe 180. So ha ile 100 mo ha nga mona ke 40 le mona ebe 40, because 40 plus 40 ke 80, 80 plus 100 ke 180. Very, very important. On an isosceles triangle, because we have two sides that are equal, and then at the same time on an obtuse angle, an angle that is between 90 and 180. Angle a bigger than 90 but a less than 180. So give guy rona as 100. This is very, very important. But I will post a video in your channel in YouTube so that you can revise with that. Very, very important that you understand this. And then secondly, there are only two sides. Two sides that are equal. But usually, only one angle is 90. One angle that is equals to 90 degrees. Rebita a right angled isosceles triangle. This is called a right angled isosceles triangle. Come on, only isosceles because only two sides that are equal. Only angle A1 is 90 degrees. So we draw only angle how you are 90 to show that this angle is 90 because this line is perpendicular to that line, producing an angle of 90 degrees. Right, in isosceles, two sides that are equal. So how get it? This is equals to this, so that this angle equals that angle. Highly 90 mo, come on to my monotamine 45 and 45. Because 45 plus 45 is 90, 90 plus 90 is 180. So this one is called a right angled isosceles triangle. I, Jesus, my Father. Right, and then in Berbanali, this other one, where no sides are equal and you have one acute angle. So Mona, you have no sides that are equal. You have no sides that are equal, then you have one acute angle. One acute angle. Right. And then ibitwa in no sides equal one acute angle. Ibitwa acute angled scalene triangle. Ribita acute angled scalene triangle. Now, I get a way draw. No sides that are equal. Those sides are not equal. Right. No sides that are equal, but there is only one acute angle, an angle that is between 0 and 90. Harinke 60. Right. Acute angled scalene triangle. Again, no sides that are equal, one acute angle. Right. There is 60. Harriete yani 8. And then you guys 60 plus 80. Ki 120 again. Rashota guys 80 plus 60 ki 140. Again 140 plus 40 is 180. So come on, Tomang, this will be a scalene triangle, right? About a scalene is all three sides are not equal. That is a scalene triangle. But mona the buaka acute angled scalene. Come on, Tomang, acute unale one angle that is less than 90. Kia ni 60. Then onale angle mwa happy ki 8. Wabona magmo in Zafabtat. Because bona mono rente, kanal acute is a paid. 60 ki acute, also 80 ki acute. So how much can you get? How much can you get 80? Because you understand acute is a paid. Harinke obtuse. Rere angle no 100. Hari is 100 kemo. 60 plus 100 ke 160. Mona is 20. I want to mona interfabutat. Refer an acute angle. We are trying to run away from this, but there seems to be a problem with this. So monadinally, but it's fine. Acute angled scalene, because those three angles are not equal, and then we just have two angles that are less than 90 degrees. So acute is a pedi le 101, but the effect of the matter is scalene. Because all three sides are not equal, therefore all three angles are also not equal. So this is also something that I wanted us to remind you of. I wanted to remind you of this fact. Now, the chance so that we can continue further. We can further continue. Aye, Jesus, further continue. Right. Right. The diagram representation. The interior angles of a triangle. The interior angles of a triangle are supplementary. That is to say, the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. And then how do we show that? The interior angles of a triangle are supplementary. They add up to 180. So how far can reason mo? O can now reason how sum in a triangle. This is one way of giving a reason. Sum, how you don't have to say sum of the angles of a triangle. You can just say sum in a triangle. Then that would denote that. You can say sum of angles on a triangle. That's what I was saying. You can say interior angles of a triangle. These are the three ways of stating the interior angles of a triangle as supplementary. You can say sum in a triangle, sum of angles on a triangle, the interior angles of a triangle. And then let us try to draw so that we give an example of that. An example of that. X, Y, and Z. So come on to X plus Y plus Z. We can say that X plus Y plus Z equals 180 degrees. Give a reason. You can just say sum in a triangle. This is highly and highly acceptable. You can say sum of the angles on a triangle. You can say sum of angles on a triangle as another reason. The same thing. Interior angles of a triangle. It clearly states the same thing. And then secondly, the exterior angles of a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. So the exterior angles of a triangle, this is equal. It is equals to the sum of the interior opposite angles. Right, the abbreviated way, the abbreviated version, you can just say exterior angles of a triangle. This is how you should state a reason. You just say exterior angles of a triangle. You don't have to write this. The exterior angles of a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. No. Now let us try to look at a diagram that would depict exactly what we are saying. We are saying to you how many X, Y, and Z. Mona only W. Suppose triangle ke triangle A, B, C. What are we saying that? We are saying that W equals angle X plus angle Y. Angle W is the sum of the two opposite interior angles. Come on, exterior, we call that an exterior angle. The interior angles. So sum of the two opposite interior angles are equals to the exterior angle. My father. Right. The last one, we are saying that the angles opposite the equal sides in an isosceles triangle are equal. What are we saying? We are saying that the angles that are opposite equal sides in an isosceles. It is very important that we emphasize isosceles because only in an isosceles triangle you have two sides that are equal, therefore two angles are equal. In an isosceles triangle are equal. The angles opposite the equal sides in an isosceles triangle are equal. So how can you state that reason? can just say angles opposite equal sides. This is the abbreviated way of writing that. Or you can say, and the monomary, you may not say isosceles triangle as a reason. You don't have to say that. You just have to say angles opposite equal sides. And then let us try to draw that. First of all, this is an isosceles triangle. Remember, if two sides are equal, two angles are equal. This is very important. If you have x and you have y here, you will just say angle x equals angle y. Reason ya in angles opposite equal sides. You don't have to say isosceles triangle. No, you just have to say angles opposite equal sides. Come on, someone, angle x equals angle y, and then you are fully done. You are fully done. Right. Ke kopa fa chance ya go kopa di notes tse so that we can go and now mark homework ya hao ya maobane.